Plum here, g'day champions, how's it going? And welcome back to this week's vendor reset, the greatest on the interweb. It's February 18th and today's vendor video is going to cover my top picks, hot ticket, interesting items, and must-buy gear for the week. Remember to show your support if you enjoy or find this video helpful. A simple like is all that it takes, and if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe. With all that said and done, champions, we're going to get stuck straight into these vendors. Kicking things off this week, we're going to start at our countdown vendor, where first up we have the boomstick, and we've got the punch drunk mask. Both of these items are decent, and from tomorrow they will be available at your Cassie Mendoza vendor. Cassie will sell them for regular credits, so if you can hold off 24 hours, do so. And the third item here is the Commando. Not a great gun, I'm going to skip it. Look, if any of these items tickle your pickle and you do want to pick them up, they will cost you 75 countdown credits each. Heading on over to the Haven to see what the lads have, and first up is Marco. Quickly going to browse through the guns. And for the gear here, actually this Fenris chest piece ain't too bad. Weapon damage, crit chance, keep the hazard or swap the hazard to crit hit damage, and with glass cannon, wouldn't be too terrible. And the electric holster's not too bad either. Skill tier, skill damage, skill haste, which leaves it open to either putting armor on it, or if you want more status, drop status effect on it. Hopping in next door to see our old mate Roy, and fingers crossed he has something amazing for us. However, it's a miss with the guns, and the gear's not great. LSA gloves, I know a lot of people like picking these up to deconstruct them so they get the materials, so you can do that, but the gear is all pretty rubbish. There is an 11% protection from elites mod here, so if you're a newer player to the game or new to the world of protection from elites builds, then pick a few of these up. At our White House this week, our named item is the Point Man. This one's not too bad, decent armor, and it does come with armor regen. Quickly gonna pick the guns here. We've got a FAMAS with max headshot damage. And for the gear pieces, yeah, not a lot going on here. Moving on. Inside of our clan vendor, the named item this week is the Prophet Pistol. We've got a future mask with skill damage, ongoing gloves with explosive resistance, and a Heartbreaker backpack with hazard protection. The guns here, RPK, not worth it. Yeah, screw that rifle. And for the rest of the gear here, we're going to have a quick browse through it. Nah, nothing that great. There is a 4% damage bonus mod here that goes on your firewall shield if you want to pick it up. Quickly going to stop in at the theatre settlement where we've got the Eagle's Grasp. These ones have 10.3% crit damage on them. As for the other items here, we're going to quickly check them out. Yeah, not worth the credits. Moving on. At our castle settlement this week, we've got the Picaro's holster. This one already comes with max armor on it. For the other items here, Black Market M60 that already has damage to armor on it. You can literally pick any talent you like, but everything else is pretty rubbish. Moving on. Over at the campus, we have the Quiet Roar, which is the named Stoner LMG. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen anyone use this or ever want to. Quickly going to peek the rest of the gear here. There's not much happening by the looks of things, so we're going to move on. Righto champions, it's now time for our Dark Zone vendors, and we're going to start at DZ West, where we've got the Harmony. Not a bad little rifle, but this one will cost you DZ resources. And as I say all the time, these DZ vendors, if you want the gear from it, it's got to be good. DZ resources can be tricky to accumulate, so make sure you spend them wisely. Shooting on down to DZ South, and I got so excited for a split second. Walker and Harris Matador backpack. This one's got weapon damage, crit chance. You could swap that health to crit hit damage and have it all red, but I know that there's a ton of people that are still looking for the double crit so they can roll armor to it. Well, unlucky again, champions.
Haha!
As for the rest of the gear here, we're going to have a quick scroll through it. Kind of an interesting Yell chest piece here. Armor, armor regen, explosive resistance, pick the talent that you like. But other than that, moving on. And to round it off this week, we're at DZ East, where we have the Carnage LMG. There is also a relic, but as for the other gear here, it all looks pretty average. A Yale mask, but it is costing DZ credits, so I wouldn't. But sadly, that's going to wrap it up for this week's Fender Reset Champions. If you're interested in the daily targeted loot, it's on your screen now. Thanks to everyone for tuning in, and make sure that you show your support by smashing the like button on this video, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Everyone's support is always greatly appreciated. Remember to stay frosty, keep looting, keep shooting, and giving them hell, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. I'm Plum out.